Hi, I'm Dawn, and this is my hair story. There's lots of stories in the community, and this one is mine. I've been natural about 3 years, and it's been a journey, to say the least. And let's give you a little bit more about my hair history. I wore my hair in a press and a curl for the first 12, 13 years of my life, and that's because I got my hair done every 2 weeks at the hairdressers like clockwork. And my mother didn't know it at the time, but when I would come home, I would sprinkle water on my hair because I just didn't like the way pressed hair looked, and you would comb it and there would be all these lines. Really didn't like that, and I actually liked it just before I got it done, like it was 2 weeks old, because then it was just thick in the scalp, and you had sweated the back, and so some of your natural curl pattern had come and your hair was poofier, and I just liked big hair, and it looked bigger as it got older. Anyway, fast forward, I am now a teenager. I'm taking over the control of my own hair, and that's when things went terribly south. I started doing a treatment called Curl Free, and I would use that to blow out my afro. And I'd have this really big afro that blew in the wind but would fall back into place. So this thing relaxed my curls without making them super straight. And I don't even know how I stumbled upon that. But then there was a company that came out with an afro kit that was geared towards, blowout kit that was geared towards my hair. And the person on the package looked like me. So I thought this must be the thing I'm looking for. And I tried that product, not realizing that there was a chemical makeup between the two different chemicals that I had been putting in my hair, and literally just washed my hair down the drain, so it blew the hair right off my head. So from that point on, I started looking for alternatives, because my goal was never to, I just wanted easy hair. I wanted hair that wasn't hard to maintain. I didn't have a lot of angst about my hair. I just wanted it to be easily maintained. And so I discovered wigs and weaves, and the first time I got a weave, I went to a club, and the line was out the door, and this guy saw me with all this flowing hair and took us from the back of the line into the front of the line, into the club. The club was packed. We got chairs. And I watched all of these men spot me, because I'm standing 6 feet tall, so they spotted me from across the room, and then they come over, and the first thing everyone said was, "Girl, you sure got some pretty hair." So at that point, I drank the Kool-Aid. There was just a social currency to this long hair that I had never experienced before with my own hair. So at that point, I was hooked. Weaves, braids, extensions, everything. You name it, I did it. Because my whole goal was just to have more good hair days than bad hair days. And so when I went natural, decided to try it, and tried what my sister Robin used, but we don't have the same texture curls. So what she was doing didn't work for me, and I failed horribly. And so I decided, let me try something else. And I tried something else, but I also decided that no matter what, I was going to find something that worked. I was going to be natural, and I was going to find something that worked. And so I continued and continued to just experiment with my hair, and I will tell you, for me, it was acceptance came first, and then the love. And I think it happens like that for a lot of us, because I didn't realize that I wasn't accepting my hair, but when I went natural, I kind of wanted my hair to look like all the extensions and the weaves and things I had worn, and that wasn't happening. And so there was a disconnect, because I really didn't know what my real hair was supposed to look like. And so I felt like I realized I had turned a corner one morning when I woke up, and I didn't tie my hair up, and it was flat on one side and flat on the other side, and I had to take the kids to school. And I remember thinking to myself, well, I just have a Frankenstein kind of looking afro, and I had just accepted it, and I had a sense of humor about it, and I was okay with it. So here I am, 3 years later. I started a natural hair care company, and I love my hair. So it has been life-changing for me. That's my story.